Thursday night, the Wild had a victory slip through their fingers, leaving Washington with a shootout loss against the high-powered Capitals. Tonight, Minnesota rolls into Raleigh with points in 8 of its last 9 games. The Wild held the upper hand in the first meeting with the Hurricanes, but Carolina will be ready for revenge tonight. The Wild look for their first ever win in Raleigh. They are 0-3-2 in 5 all-time visits. Tonight they face a Hurricanes team that has won consecutive games. Our Northland Ford starting goaltenders.
Well, this will be his 5th start in a row after being out with a couple games due to a lower body injury, and he just continues to kick the puck out. They're doing a good job in front of him, but boy, when he's called on to make big saves at key times of the game, he's doing it. Justin Peters had a tough start at 0-5 this season after coming in and replacing Cam Ward, but boy, he's put up a couple of very good games here. A 28 save performance 2 games ago and then a shutout last game.
We're underway at PNC Arena. Puck in the Wild zone, and Brodin tries to play it around behind his own goal. That's intercepted on the way by Dwyer. Dwyer's pass for the point. Winds up in the far corner. Now Dwyer has it in the circle. Watched by Suter as they play it back out to the point. A centering pass. Stahl alone out front. He's tied up by Suter. Penalty coming against Minnesota just 38 seconds into the game.
Well, this is what the Wild did last game against Washington. Got an early penalty, although that was the #1 power play in the National Hockey League. This, a much different story. Carolina struggling in that department, but nevertheless, they'll have the man advantage. Mike Yeo doesn't want to give the team a momentum, but kind of a penalty you have to take in front of the net when a guy like Stahl is the only one there with the hockey puck. Carolina's 4th in the National Hockey League with 65 power plays, and this is number 66.
Haven't been remarkably efficient there, just 13.8%. 22nd best in the league, just 2 out of 21 over their last 6 games. Spurgeon for Minnesota. Around to the far side, Murphy down for the point to hold the zone for the Hurricanes. Terry plays it up along the wall, now whips it across for Murphy. Tried to center, intercepted. Brodziak is able to send it all the way down for Minnesota. Canes start back on the power play here early. Chris Terry with it. Slides it ahead at center for Gerby. Lost it at the Minnesota line. And the Wild able to clear.
And this is exactly what the Wild want to do. Good pressure up the ice and in the neutral zone. Right there, Granlund just used his speed along with support from Mitchell, and they took the puck away. Did not allow Carolina an easy entry into the zone.
Jordan Stahl in the corner. Now to the point. Zone held there by Falk. Whips it across to Sekera. Back to Falk on the near side. Falk plays it in behind for Gerby. His centering pass deflected off the skate of Brodin. And then Granlund's able to clear. 40 seconds left in the Carolina power play. Hurricanes were 1 for 5 on the man advantage when these teams met in St. Paul. Wild won that game 3-1. 3 out of the 4 goals scored came on the power play. Minnesota was 2 for 5 with the extra man. Eric Stahl into the Minnesota zone. To the wing for a shot, and Harding hangs on. And we're going to face off in the Minnesota zone. Just 13 seconds left in the power play.
Well, pressure up ice is what we said, and right there they try to come through the neutral zone, and they're just basically closed down. They shut them down right through the middle of the ice, and that puck doesn't get in. And I think the last entry into the zone here was really the cleanest one for Carolina, and they took a shot, and Harding just hung on to it, so the Wild get a face-off. So really not getting into the zone cleanly, and that's one of the keys to killing a penalty.
Couple very good face-off men. On the draw, Malhotra won it for Carolina. Hainsey holds at the point. Just did keep the puck in the zone and then throws one through traffic that Harding holds. Just 3 seconds left in the power play.
And you're going to see Josh Harding do that a lot. Anytime he can get that glove up there and catch that puck, he really has not created any rebounds for himself, and that's a strength for any goaltender. If you can get in there and lock that play down, especially break up momentum when a team has the power play and an offensive zone faceoff, you really make it difficult for them to get anything going. And And Harding's done that game after game this season, and that's why he's doing what he's doing right now.
Final seconds of a Hurricane power play. Hainsey with it at the point. Walks to the middle, a shot, it goes just wide. The Carams out front, and it's picked up by Koivu. The Wild are back at full strength. Koivu reaches the Carolina line and throws it in. Zach Parise to the far wall. Dwyer has it and clears for the Canes. Ryan Suter back to pick it up. Feeds Koivu at center, back to Brodin. Jonas Brodin from center ice. Brings it around the glass into the Carolina zone. Belmore back to pick it up. Couldn't get it by Koivu on the far wall. And it finally comes to center where Ryan Suter plays it right back in for Minnesota. Good penalty kill for the Wild early. 10 out of 11 now in their last 3+ games. Harding turns it over behind the net. He was trying to help Ryan Suter. Comes out to the point. The shot by Harrison easily intercepted, and now Pominville's in alone. Pominville scores!
What an amazing play by Suter out of the zone, and Harding needed a little bit of help there as he tried to move the puck, but when it got to the front of the net, a couple of quick strides by Suter, and he found all the way through the neutral zone Pominville looking for a breakaway pass, and he hit him right on the tape. And he takes it all the way home and puts it over the glove of Peters, who's faced now his first shot of the game. What a tough shot to have to face right off the bat. But here's where Ryan Suter gains his strength, and it's his vision of the ice. He had someone right on him, so he had to move that puck quickly, but his vision saw Pominville streaking up to that far blue line, and he hit him just as he was crossing it.
Harding gloves and holds. It's the 11th goal of the year for Pominville. He's now tied with Matt Duchene for 4th in the National Hockey League in that department. And he's been on quite a tear lately. Now 7 goals, 3 assists in his last 7 games. And you see that this one is a milestone goal, his 200th NHL goal.
That's a great club to be in, and Pominville has been very consistent this year. He's scored a couple of goals in that fashion where he gives someone an option to hit him, and of course we've seen Granlund do that a few times, but nice to see Suter pick his head up like he always does, survey the ice, and just put basically a tape-to-tape pass all the way through the neutral zone onto Pominville, who was in full stride.
Suter with the assist for Minnesota, his 11th of the season. He's now in the top 10 among all defensemen with 11 points. Niederreiter got it to Pominville. Now Granlund in the corner. Pominville after the puck. Pokes it ahead to Niederreiter on the far side. Niederreiter spins away from a check to Pominville. Back to the far side for Granlund. Granlund left alone in the circle. Finds Suter at the point. Suter works his way to the middle. His shot looking for a tip. But it was blocked out front. Cleared to the far wall by Sekera. Wild with just the one shot on goal, but it's in the back of the net off the stick of Jason Pominville. An early penalty kill may have helped swing the momentum in the visitors' way. Tipped in the neutral zone, so there's no icing. Peters plays it to the near side boards. Cross ice pass too far for Murphy. Picks it up off the wall. His shot scores!
Kind of an oddball goal. It looked like it deflected off one of the Wild defenders, and it kind of fooled Josh Harding. It definitely jumped up on him. As you see the shot, watch the skate of Prosser, and I think it may have fluttered on him and just kind of floated in there, almost like an off-speed pitch as it was shot from the wall. And yeah, I think it just caught either shin guard or a stick and fluttered over Josh Harding. Like you can see, it's not always easy. A puck does react oddly sometimes to a deflection like that. It doesn't stay flat, and when it's rolling end over end, it can knuckle and it can dip, and that one definitely hung up there a little bit. And Harding, I think, expected to be able to butterfly and make that save.
Second of the season for Murphy. And we're even 1-1, just over 5 minutes in. Scandella. Nice defensive play to ride Bowman off the puck. Rodziak reaches center ice for Minnesota. Swept off of his stick, and Scandella has to go back to cover up. Spurgeon to Scandella. And now Belmore picks up the errant pass. Ahead for Stahl. It's taken away by Parisi just off the bench. Koivu looking for Charlie Coyle on the right wing. It deflects into the Carolina zone. And it'll be icing against the Wild. A face-off back in the Minnesota zone.
Well, we're going to take another look at this goal from a different angle because it was crazy. And watch this go off the shaft, I think, of the stick. And look at it kind of knuckle and fool Josh Harding, hit the post and go across behind him. I think it did probably not catch the blade, but the shaft of the stick for Prosser. And it's just an unfortunate goal, really, because typically that wouldn't deflect in that manner. You catch a piece of the stick, generally it's going a lot wider of the net than it actually did.
Play comes back through the neutral zone. Belmore to pick it up in his own end for the Canes. His long pass off the mark. Icing waved off as they rule the Wild could have played it. Coyle tips it to the line. Stahl holds the zone. Kirby dumps to the corner for Dwyer. He tries to jump around a check from Brodin. Koivu in to dig it loose for Minnesota. Parisi banks it off the boards, trying to spring Charlie Coyle. Now Parisi regains the puck and carries to center. Fires it in from just outside the Carolina blue line. And Peters kicks that to the corner easily. Peters picks up his first save of the night. He was credited with an assist on that goal by Murphy that tied the game. Suter backpedals into his own zone. Konopka tips it into the Carolina end. Sekera back, plays it up the wall. Stahl fires it across. Semin trying to tip it into the Minnesota zone, but it deflects out of play. Jason Pominville gave Minnesota an early lead. We're now tied at
1-1 here in basketball country. So many great basketball programs around here with NC State, North Carolina, and Duke all within 30 miles of each other. And the Wild had an optional skate yesterday. That didn't preclude them from getting a workout in. They did it at NC State's basketball facility. The youngsters take center stage, playing some hoops. You see Scandella, Granlund, and of course head coach Mike Yeo with some very tenacious defense. Look at him doing his best to Kempe Mutombo. Get out of there. Very entertaining. And of course, Marco Scandella with some serious ups. Look at the dunk. That's right. Hockey players are great athletes. They can play hockey. They can also play some basketball, boys. That looked like a lot of fun.
Looks like a good Canadian kid, huh?
They're known for that, aren't they? Dunking ability.
I think they invented basketball, didn't they?
It's amazing how this facility, and obviously it's not the only one, but anytime you see it, when the team arrived here yesterday, set up for NC State season opener last night, they played here against Appalachian State. And then all of a sudden, you've got it the next night ready for NHL hockey. But the players came out on the court and put on a bit of a show. Mike Yeo was the finalist in the knockout competition. Scandella beat him and simply said today it was youth always trumps experience.
Well, I don't know if that's the truth, but maybe in this circumstance.
Wild will go on the power play as Talusti gets the gate for the Canes and the first power play chance for Minnesota.
The Wild also a team that has a lot of power play opportunities this season. They have 63. Now this number 64 that puts them 10th in the league in power play chances.
Koivu cuts to the slot, hit the side of the net. Rebound comes to the wall. Parisi out to the point for Suter. Suter slides it across to Pominville. Back to Suter. Suter watched by Stahl to Pominville. All the way across. Was trying to get it to Charlie Coyle. Coyle let it go by thinking Koivu was on the backside. And the Canes are able to clear. Wild back in. Power play goals in each of their last 3 games. Suter just does hold the zone for the Wild, but then it's cleared by Gerby, and Koivu goes back after it with 1:17 left in the power play. Hurricanes been on a bit of a roll while shorthanded. They've killed 15 of 17 over the last 5 games. Pominville trying to catch up with a puck. Coyle can't hold the zone, and Carolina clears. Spurgeon back after it for Minnesota. The Wild in the midst of a change. Matt Dumba carries it back in. Now Granlund has it knocked off of his stick as he tried to feed it across to Niederreiter. Heatley in on the puck, and it's cleared out to center ice. Spurgeon back after it for the Wild. Jared Spurgeon sets up behind the Wild goal and starts out for Minnesota. Drops it back for Dumba. Final half minute of the Wild power play. Heatley drops to Dumba just inside the line. Back to Heatley. Now Niederreiter. Down low to Granlund. Granlund tied up by Sekera. Out to the point for Dumba and across to Spurgeon. Back to Dumba in the middle. Dumba fanned on it and a shorthanded chance the other way, but the pass hit Dwyer and Dumba is saved on the play. Dumba brings it back in. Drops to Granlund. Granlund works his way free from a check. Winds and fires, and a save by Peters. He just does cover the rebound before Danny Heatley could jam it into the Carolina goal.
Well, just heads-up plays by Granlund. You see so many little plays where he makes a little move. Watch the pressure at the point and stepping around and then just firing one through the screen. And Peters had a little bit of trouble with that. Heatley got in there to help out a little bit, but I just love the way Granlund's starting to almost feel a little bit cocky, definitely confident, but to the point where he'll make a kind of a little bit of a shake and bake move on a guy like Eric Stahl and go around him and make a good shot on goal.
Brodin shot tipped. Brodziak tried to center. That's intercepted by Malhotra. Plays to the point. Suter winds and fires and broke his stick. And it gives Carolina a chance the other way. Malhotra to the Minnesota line. Knocked off of his stick, and Semin has it. Suter whiffed as he tried to grab a stick as he went by the bench. Now he has it on the second try.
Oh, he was trying to grab it while he was skating backwards, and he just had a couple sticks run through his hand there, and he finally got back to the bench.
Brodziak with a shot. That's stopped by Peters. Suter holds his own. Fontaine lays it in behind the Carolina goal. Matt Cook hustling after it for the Wild. Talusti ahead to Stahl. And now into the Minnesota zone with Semin. Semin scored the only Carolina goal in the first meeting between the teams as this one held by Harding. 1-1 in Raleigh. Justin Peters in the net for Carolina tonight. Our Sanford Health injury report focuses on the other Carolina goaltender, Cam Ward.
Yeah, got hurt when made a move there on a Granlund shot against the Wild. And he has not been back since, although we did see him after everyone had gotten off the ice this morning. Was out there skating with a couple of coaches and a player, and so he's looking better and better. Could be back very soon.
Remember in that game back in St. Paul, all four goaltenders that were rostered and dressed that night played in the game. Josh Harding was also lifted due to injury after playing the first 40 minutes. Nicholas Backstrom came in and played the third period for the Wild. Peters, of course, came on in relief of Ward. Pushing and shoving in the Carolina zone. Our Toyota key stat shows you how the Wild have not necessarily correlated shots into wins. They 9 times this year have had more than 30 shots, and you can see they're just 2, 3, and 4 in those games. When they've had fewer than 30, they're 7-1-1.
Well, sometimes you can scratch your head a little bit on that one if you want, but sometimes when you get more shots, it means you're playing a little more fluid, a little more loose. And when you do that, sometimes it leaves you vulnerable back in your own end of the ice. So playing a little bit tighter with fewer shots, maybe you find a way to put those in the net a little bit better. Either way, the Wild still getting a lot of puck control, a lot of offense this season, and a lot of depth through their lineup, which is what they've been looking for a long time.
Spurgeon flips it into the Carolina zone. In behind the net, swept around to the far side by Falk. Dwyer gets free from Granlund. His shot, pad saved by Harding. Falk on the rebound fires one right on goal, and Harding stops that as well. Spurgeon for Minnesota. Cross ice and tipped into the zone by Parise. Granlund after it. Coyle sweeps it away. Centers for Granlund. Granlund's tied up. Manages to poke it back free from Stahl. Granlund just inside the line of Dumba. Back to Granlund. Tried to go back to Dumba with it, and that was intercepted. Parise picks up a loose puck and nearly handed it off to Pominville, who was breaking toward the goal. Pominville at neutral ice. Bouncing puck picked up by Dumba. He drives it into the Carolina zone. Falk can't handle it cleanly. Niederreiter dumps in behind the goal. Falk now has it. Pominville takes it away. Tried to get it to Brodziak, who was breaking for the net. And it's intercepted by Eric Stahl, who carries back to center.
Good pressure there by Dumba.
Breaks up the play as Semin tried to carry it into the Minnesota zone. Dumba playing in his 10th game tonight for Minnesota. It's a milestone of sorts and certainly takes some pressure away from Dumba. Got deflected in here onto Harding. Dumba was asked today about playing in the 10th game and finally removing that question as to whether or not he'd stay here or be sent back to Red Deer in the Canadian Juniors. And he said simply, I'm just happy to be back in the lineup. Nobody likes not playing.
Well, Dumba, and he's playing, obviously he's a right-hander. He's playing with Prosser, who's also a right-hander. So you got both of them out there. Prosser's playing the left side, which makes it a little bit more difficult for him. And good to see Dumba back in. And yeah, that, you know what, that threshold that you talk about is probably a kind of a false pressure threshold for a guy like Dumba, because obviously it means that the first year of his contract kicks in, and typically you'll see players play 9 games and then get sent back to junior. So maybe in his mind, even though the Wild have told him that really that threshold's not a big deal, you still think it as a young player. So
Wild on the power play. Suter shot tipped on the way. Now he has it back to Pominville. Winds and fires. It got through to Peters. Deflects to the corner. Koivu to the point. Suter. Pominville walks to the circle. A shot pad saved by Peters. And the rebound is cleared.
Peters a good-sized goaltender, and Wild need to put some bodies in front of him. Now, the last 2 or 3 shots there, he saw them all the way through, and not only was he able to stop them, but he was able to direct them to anywhere he wanted.
Pominville dumps it in from center. Second Wild power play chance. Looked like this puck hit the netting, but there's no whistle. Koivu tried to go to Pominville. That was deflected and out to neutral ice. Pominville spins away from Stahl. Coyle dumps it in. Parisi racing after it. He's tied up by Belmore in the corner. Coyle trying to help dig it loose. Now Parisi has it. To the point for Suter. Suter caught on his backhand to Koivu. Shovels it down low for Parisi. Parisi tried to go to Pominville, and that was intercepted and cleared. 45 seconds left in the Wild power play. Granlund carries the puck out of his own zone. Mikael Granlund dumps it in from center ice. He and Niederreiter after it as the Wild try to get the offensive zone controlled with the extra man. Pass for Falk was intercepted. And Heatley was breaking toward the goal. The pass just off the mark.
Now, might have caught either the goaltender's stick or the side of the net there, because Heatley would have been right in one-time wheelhouse territory.
Niederreiter bobbles it at the Carolina line. Hurricanes clear, and they're back at full strength. The Wild 0 for 2 on the power play. Spurgeon back in his own zone. Brodin. Fontaine threw it away. Tipped into the Minnesota zone by Malhotra, who hustles after it. Brodin. And the puck now played with a hand, so we get a whistle. The Wild come up empty on the power play. Fontaine to Heatley just off the mark. Hurricanes won. The Wild goal scored by Jason Pominville. Over the last 3 weeks, he has 8 goals. That's tied for the most in the National Hockey League.
And Getzlaf just had a hat trick last night, so that puts him in that same distinguished category. Of course, Kessel getting it done for Toronto, and we'll see him on early next week. We've already seen Stamkos this season, but Pominville just putting the puck in the net in many different ways as well. He's had a couple breakaways. He's seen some power play time that's benefited him and the team, and just doing a great job in the chemistry with the young Mikael Granlund.
We go by the 15-minute mark of the first period. Wild 1 and the Hurricanes 1. Fontaine steals, feeds Brodziak, and the backhander is saved by Peters. Puck comes out to center. Brodin waits for the Wild to exit the zone and then knocks it back in.
Yeah, I don't know if Brodziak had enough time to take that to the forehand to the front of the net. He ended up going for a quick backhand shelf shot. Not as strong of a shot, but thought he'd catch Peters' nap in there.
Semin spins away from a check. Drops it back to the point for a shot. Harding knocks it down. Brodin plays it out to the point, but couldn't get it out of the zone. Bellemore with it. Works to the outside. A shot and a glove save by Harding. We're going to face off in the Wild zone. The Wild host the Panthers Friday at 7 o'clock. The first 5,000 fans in attendance will receive a Keith Ballard player card magnet courtesy of Fox Sports North. For details, visit foxsportsnorth.com. Click on the upcoming events banner. Face off in the Wild zone. Wild got an early goal from Pominville. Canes answered on a goal by Ryan Murphy. Hainsey plays it in behind the Minnesota goal. Spurgeon trying to get it out but cannot. And now Hainsey with it at the point. Plays it right back in down low. Chris Terry tied up by Granlund behind the net. Wild able to get it out of the zone. Niederreiter tries to walk around a check. He does and plays it into the Carolina zone. Minnesota gets a change. Prosser bobbled the puck at the Minnesota line. Stahl picks it up. His centering pass deflects on goal, and Harding had to get a glove on it. Parise tips to the point, but Dwyer holds the zone. Now Prosser picks it up for Minnesota.
It would have been the second deflection off of Prosser that went in the net. And getting in the way of pucks is a good thing. Sometimes you get unfortunate and only get a small piece of it.
Prosser tried to get it to Charlie Coyle at neutral ice. It was out of his reach. Tipped in by Dwyer. Harding banks it across for Suter, who gives it back to Prosser behind the Minnesota goal. Inside 3 minutes left in the first period. Wild 6-1-1 in their last 8 games. Trying to stretch their winning ways and finish even on this trip. They were beaten in a shootout Thursday. Heatley had a chance here as Peters was struggling with the puck. Heatley after it behind the net. And we get a whistle. We're going to have a penalty call as Heatley was circling the net. Faceoff's going to, no, just the net knocked loose. We're going to face off in the Carolina zone.
Well, this puck was dumped in, and this is one of the worst things. Your goaltender coaches, you always used to tell me that if you can get to the puck before it bounces, do so. And Konopka almost got his second of the year as it bounced up, caught Peters in the chest, and rolled down his leg off the back of his skate. And I don't ask you how you scored it, just how many, and Konopka's got his first in a long time.
His first goal since December a couple years ago. In fact, that goal he scored was the 5th goal of a period scored by Ottawa against Pittsburgh, to the point where it forced the Penguins to pull the goaltender Brent Johnson and replace him. Canes come to center. Long shot over the top of the goal, picked up on the far side by Bowman. Got it to Dvorak in the corner. Dvorak tries to center. It deflects in on goal. Harding plays to the wall, and the Wild clear. Falk right back to the Minnesota line, and now Dumba goes back to pick it up.
In a lot of these cases, Harding's just pitching the puck to his defenseman, and they're usually in pretty good position. They need to be aware. He's doing that a lot more in this game than I've seen him, but it's good for quick ups with the defenseman. You get him the puck. The opposition may not be ready to see that puck come back up in transition.
Sekera into the Minnesota zone. Has his shot deflect wide. Regains control. Then he's hit by Spurgeon. Those two continue to battle in the corner. Sekera manages to get the puck to Talusti. Talusti circles in the corner. Back out to Sekera at the point. Semin on his backhand. Has it knocked away by Brodziak. Into the corner they go. Eric Stahl fighting there for the puck. Semin continues to battle with Spurgeon. Hainsey holds his own. The puck pops up in the air and it allows Matt Cook a chance to clear. 40 seconds left in the period. Canes dump it back in and Harding leaves it behind the net for Scandella. To Pominville at center. Hainsey knocks it down at the Carolina line. Pominville tries to fight through a check. Lost the puck on the way, and Carolina's back on the attack once more. Ruutu into the Minnesota zone. Now Riley Nash goes down hard in the corner. Koivu plays it ahead to Brodin. Brodin shot blocked. Koivu after the puck tried to slide it across, but that was intercepted. And back to center comes Terry. His shot steered aside easily by Harding. Closing seconds of the first period, and it will end with the score even at 1. Our Menards game reset. Jason Pominville with his 200th goal gave Minnesota the early lead. Then Ryan Murphy tied it for the Hurricanes. Our CenturyLink linked to what's next. On thin ice with Jay and Dan, the Fox Sports 1 guys. And then Kevin Gorg. He'll chat with Jason Pominville, who scored first for Minnesota. That's coming up during our first intermission. Wild 1, Hurricanes 1 in Raleigh. Wild 1, Hurricanes 1 after 1 here in Raleigh. If tonight's game goes to a shootout and the Wild win, everyone who brings a printed box score to participating Minnesota Arby's stores will receive a free order of curly fries. Offer is good for tomorrow only if the Wild win in an Arby's shootout tonight. Last two meetings between the teams here have gone to a shootout, but both of them have gone Carolina's way. In fact, Carolina's won all 5 head-to-head meetings here in Raleigh. The last 4 by 1 goal. Here it's even as we start the second.
Cal Granlund knows nothing about that. He's going off a clean slate.
Fontaine knocks the puck out to neutral ice. Sekera turned it over. Matt Cook dumps it in, but it'll be icing against the Wild, and an early whistle brings a faceoff back into the neighborhood of Josh Harding, who stopped 10 of 11 Carolina shots in the first period.
Former Stanley Cup winner in '93 with the Montreal Canadiens. Oilers put up about 1,349 NHL games. That's a full shift.
Won a cup with Daryl Sador in Dallas as well. Interestingly, in Dallas at the end of his career, he was a teammate of current centerman Manny Malhotra, who was very young in his career. Just after Dallas had won the cup. Suter across to Brodin, then Cook tried to tip it in to hit a linesman. Cook has it back, finds Fontaine on the backhand, an easy stop for Peters. Brodziak to Cook in the corner. Fontaine wheels and fires. It was blocked. Stahl couldn't get it out before Cook knocks it off of his stick. Charlie Coyle just off the bench holds the zone for Minnesota. Cook back to Coyle to the middle. He's on his backhand, drops to the point for Scandella. Scandella with a shot that goes high and wide, and the rebound picked up by Gerby, who just does avoid Koivu and gets the puck out through neutral ice. Scandella brings it back in for Minnesota. Slides it to the corner. Coyle there. Around behind for Parise. Out to the point for Spurgeon. Spurgeon back to Parise. Bobbled it. Regains control. In behind the net for Koivu. Koivu back to Parise. All the way across looking for Scandella, but it was tipped by Stahl and then bounces back into the Minnesota zone. Dwyer plays it in. Scandella behind his own goal to Spurgeon. Spurgeon's clearing attempt intercepted by Sekera, who then whistles one wide and it deflects out of play. A face-off coming back into the neutral zone. Another example here tonight, Mike, of a Western team against an Eastern team.
Yeah, and you know what? You think you look at that and you think, boy, that's great. Boy, the West is a great place to be in, but maybe not. It makes it that much more difficult with all these teams beating the Eastern Conference so much that the Minnesota Wild will have to try and match some of those big numbers, and they've done a pretty good job, 4-2-2 so far this season against the Eastern Conference. But boy, it's been a bit of a rout so far this season.
Puck at center ice, picked up by Mikael Granlund, back into his own zone. Niederreiter races into the Carolina zone. His shot was deflected. Granlund quickly after it in the corner. He and Falk collide, and Carolina comes back with the puck. Sekera to the Minnesota line.
Bonneville doesn't have a stick.
Suter knocks it off of Sekera's stick, and the Wild dump it in. Minnesota completes a change as Peters flips it to the near side wall. Sekera relays to center, intercepted there by Konopka. This pass too far for Danny Heatley, and it comes back into the Carolina zone. Belmore with it. This pass tipped by Konopka. Winds up back in the Minnesota zone. Torrey Mitchell picks it up there for the Wild. Got it to Dumba. Dumba's pass behind Brodin. Dumba regains the puck back in his own zone. Fires it all the way across. Hainsey back through neutral ice. They say it was tipped, so there's no icing. Dumba picks it up for Minnesota. Dumba lost his stick. Konopka trying to force his way up the boards. Heatley has it. Ahead for Mitchell, just out of his reach. And Carolina turns it back the other way with Ryan Murphy. Long pass up the wing. Sends Bowman into the Minnesota zone. Comes loose into the circle. And a shot by Dvorak, kicked out by Harding. Matt Dumba takes a long look, sends it ahead for Koivu. Koivu's pass, trying to spring Charlie Coyle up the middle, was tipped. Icing waved off again, and the Wild forced to play it. Dumba puts on the brakes, then lost the puck. Stahl fires through a screen, and Harding with a pad save.
Well, Dumba again finding that the speed of the National Hockey League requires you to make quick decisions, quick feeds. And just a little steal there by Carolina with another sharp angle shot.
Stahl after it in the corner for Carolina. Pinned up against the boards by Suter. Koivu to Coyle. And back to Ryan Suter. Parisi tips it ahead. Falk intercepts, but Carolina's offside, and we'll get a neutral zone faceoff. Justin Falk, college teammate of Justin Fontaine at Duluth. This was very close to an odd man rush for Carolina.
A quick little feed there from the side, and Stahl just trying to create rebounds in front of that net. Mike Yeo said we have to be ready for this team. Like any other team, they have their share of skilled players, and Stahl certainly is one of them. Though he hasn't been lighting it up lately.
Harding turns it over, and a shot by Dwyer is intercepted by Prosser. Fontaine just onside. Cook to Brodziak. Brodziak tied up as he broke for the net. Harrison got his stick. Centering pass for Fontaine. Now Scandella with a shot. Fontaine on the rebound, and Peters got a pad on it. Brodziak out to the point for Scandella. Plays across. Prosser's long shot kicked out by Peters. Dwyer back the other way for Carolina. Into the Minnesota zone. Banks it off the wall for Murphy. Murphy carries down low. Circles all the way around. Murphy still with it. Back pedals to the middle. Plays down low. Harding with a poke check. Puck comes loose. Belmore a drive. And it's blocked. And it deflects out to neutral ice. Dwyer's right back in for the Canes. Watched by Prosser. Scandella goes down behind the net. Stahl trying to work his way free. Prosser's there to cover up for Minnesota. Cook throws a hit at Belmore, who's pinching in from the point. His centering pass tipped off the stick of Terry, and Brodziak finally gains control for Minnesota. Brodziak can't get it out of the zone, however. Centering pass intercepted by Fontaine, and he clears.
Wild playing with a little bit of fire here the last couple of shifts, not making tape-to-tape passes, not getting the puck out of the zone, and in a couple circumstances, Carolina's been able to turn that puck around for some offensive chances.
Riley Nash into the Minnesota zone. Up by Brodin. Nash comes away with the puck. Tried to get it to Falk, but it sneaks by him and comes out to neutral ice. Sekera back to pick it up. His long pass intercepted by Granlund, but now Nash takes it back and plays it in behind Harding. Ryan Suter there for the Wild. Ahead to Granlund. Granlund's cross-ice pass intercepted. Sekera with it in his own zone. It's tipped in where Harding has to play it. Harding bothered behind the net by Bowman. Brodin knocked off the puck. Coyle tapped it back to Granlund. Wild having a little bit of trouble getting out of their zone here in the early part of the second period. Niederreiter into the Carolina zone, sends it wide. Sekera overskated it along the wall. Good battle by Coyle, but he centered. Minnesota was in the midst of a line change. Nobody home for the Wild. Falk plays it back in the other way. Battle along the boards. Malhotra ties up there with Koivu. Scandella to Coyle. Charlie Coyle plays it across, and it's out of the reach on the near side of Zach Parise. Belmore then sent it just wide. Centering pass. Harding down. They score. Erie Talusti puts Carolina in front 2-1.
I think Talusti felt he might hold their team some little payback because he took the 2 minor penalties in that first period for Carolina, but the Wild just sloppy in their own zone, and it cost them. Charlie Coyle tried to feed the puck to the middle. That was errant. And then it went off the skate right here of Charlie Coyle again, right to the front of the net. That was a little misfortune, but nevertheless, good pinching D by Carolina, keeping the puck in, and the Wild just not very aggressive along the wall. And this time it cost the Wild as they go down for the first time in this game.
Canes dump it in. Stahl racing after it. He and Suter go hard into the corner. Talusti plays it around to the far side. Crosses there for Minnesota. His clearing attempt sends Heatley up the wing. Heatley into the Carolina zone. Works to the middle and his shot blocked. Try to regain control. It now has Kanapka on the far wall. To Mitchell. Mitchell tied up by Talusti. Mitchell tried to get it into the circle. Heatley plays to the point. Brodin across to Suter. Suter winds and fires. It's blocked. Rebound bounces by him, and he'll have to come back after it in the Minnesota zone. Murphy back in his own zone. Sekera bobbles the puck. Coyle takes it away. Parise breaking for the net, and Coyle fanned on the centering pass. Long one gloved and held by Harding. Sweeps it around to the near side. Brodin for Parise. Parise across to Suter. Suter at neutral ice. Stumbled a bit. Gets it across to Brodin. Brodin reaches center ice and plays it in. Wild attack on the forecheck. Coyle got a skate on it. It deflects out front of the net. But the Hurricanes come away with it. Gerby across, intended for Dwyer. That's intercepted by Brodziak. Brodziak flips it in, and the Wild complete a change. We go past the 9-minute mark of the second period with Carolina in front for the first time on the goal by Talusti. Brodziak to Cook in the corner. This line has had a couple of good shifts here in the second period for Minnesota. Dumba's long shot deflected. Brodziak tried to slide it across. Scandella with a shot. That's wide. Cook battling on the rebound. Penalty coming against Carolina as Matt Cook was fighting for position out front, and his effort gives the Wild a power play.
Well, good battle in front.
2-1 in favor of the Hurricanes, but the Wild about to go on the power play. They're over 2 tonight. But Mike, this has been the most improved power play unit in the National Hockey League.
Well, you got better personnel. You have better options. You can move the puck around. And when you're very mobile in that way, it's tough to defend against. And, hopefully that improvement shows its face here on this one. The Wild need to get back in this game. They need to find some energy and momentum in their game right now.
Harding to play it behind the net. Suter was pressured, so Harding has to go to Pominville. Koivu trying to force it out of the Minnesota zone. Charlie Coyle along the wall. Dumps it back, and Minnesota finally gains control. Suter to Koivu. Koivu waits for Parise to exit the offensive zone. Suter whiffed on it, and Carolina has a chance the other way shorthanded. Harding has to make a stop on Riley Nash. And Pominville finds Charlie Coyle now across to Koivu. Good aggressive penalty kill by Carolina so far here. First 45 seconds are gone. Koivu with a backhand chance. And a save by Peters.
Well, Carolina is pressuring all the way up ice into the Wild end, and that's something the Wild have to be careful about. This one, though, almost a fortunate break here for the Wild, who could definitely use one. Both goals against the Wild actually have come off of their own players to a situation that benefited Carolina. Of course, the deflection that directly went into the net in the first period, but even this clearing attempt on the most recent goal went off of Charlie Coyle's skate right down to Lusty in front of the net.
Dumba into the corner for Granlund. Granlund couldn't catch up with the puck. Falk clear to the line. Brodin holds for Minnesota. Brodin holds again. Wild trying to get things established in the offensive zone. Granlund tied up on the far side. Now Niederreiter with it for Minnesota. Granlund bounces it ahead. Tried to get it to Dumba. That's intercepted by Stahl, who carries to center for Carolina. Stahl into the Minnesota zone. Trying to work free from Brodin, but he lost the puck in the process, and Dumba starts back for Minnesota. Dumba to Granlund. Leaves for Heatley. Heatley's easily knocked off the puck. He goes down along the wall. Granlund out to the point for Niederreiter. Across, Scandella with a shot that goes wide, and the rebound comes all the way back down. Dumba to pick it up. Leaves for Scandella. Final seconds of a Minnesota power play. Fontaine turned it over. Scandella regains the puck into the Carolina zone. Scandella around to the far side wall. Brodziak to Spurgeon. Now Scandella. Scandella shot, scores! It was tipped by Fontaine, and Minnesota ties it just seconds after the power play expires. 6th of the year for the Minnesota rookie.
That was a highly skilled goal by Fontaine, getting the blade of his stick on this. Scandella took a little bit off the shot, just enough so that Fontaine could get it. Watch the middle of the ice here. Look at him just kind of decelerate a little bit on that shot because he saw Fontaine in front, and I talked about getting the bodies in front of the net. Well, there were bodies there, but the key guy was Fontaine, who just redirected that enough so that Peters couldn't get his glove up there.
Now 6 goals for Fontaine. He's among the league's leaders for rookies. He came into tonight's game 4th in the league in that department. But how about this, Mike? There are only 9 rookies in Wild history who have scored more goals in their rookie season than Fontaine, and we're in game 18. He's on pace for 25 goals this year.
Well, what I love about his game is he continues to bring the scoring from many different situations. He's found himself in every kind of situation in terms of lines. He's found himself with a little bit of power play time, but he seems to find the ice. He makes room for himself out there and puts himself in position to succeed, and he's scored another very big goal for the Minnesota Wild.
Last Wild rookie with more goals was Charlie Coyle last year, who had 8. The all-time record, Marion Gaborik, who scored 18 as a rookie. Coyle bobbles the puck, and Carolina's able to clear. It's an even strength goal for Fontaine. It came just seconds after the power play expired. Scandella and Spurgeon credited with assists on the tying goal for Minnesota. Coyle trying to feed the point. Parisi comes away with the puck. Out to the point, Scandella with a shot, and it's gloved and held by Peters. Justin Fontaine has Minnesota even 2-2.
I'm Jamie Hurst with tonight's Grand Casino Social Spotlight. Jason Pominville notched his 200th career goal tonight. So join the conversation on Twitter and tell us what impresses you the most about Jason Pominville. Use the hashtag PominvillePower to share your thoughts, and we'll pick our favorites for our post-game show. But Anthony and Mike, there's a lot to like about number 29.
Continues to put the puck in the net for the Minnesota Wild in various circumstances, and right now they could use and continue to use that offense. When you see a guy like Fontaine put the puck in the net, though, it can spark you, especially if there's a rookie. It tells the veterans that you need to kind of step up here and get your legs moving, because to this point, it's been kind of a rough period for the Wild.
Play in the Carolina zone. Picked up on the far side by Malhotra. Flips it into the Minnesota zone. Dvorak has it knocked away by Scandella, and Torrey Mitchell leaves it behind for Konopka. Konopka to the Carolina line. Andrej Sekera is there for the Canes. Back into the Minnesota zone. Matt Dumba to pick it up. Dumba banks it off the wall and turns it over, and a point-blank chance for Chris Terry is stopped by Harding.
Well, Dumba has made a couple of errant passes here, and I think it's just a timing issue for him. He hasn't played in a little while, and he's just reminding himself of the speed of this game. And right here, he gets forced, and instead of turning the puck back the other way, he tries to force it up the wall when nobody's there. So these are just minor adjustments that if he can get a couple games under his belt, I think he'll feel that timing and that speed again.
Niederreiter working behind the net. Pominville picks it up for Minnesota. Back to Niederreiter. Bump from behind by Sekera. Canes gain control, and Ruutu starts back to center. Across to Falk, who knocks it out of the air into the Minnesota zone. Spurgeon for Suter. Suter banks it ahead, too far for Granlund, and Sekera's back in his own zone. Falk plays it ahead. Terry kicks it to the Minnesota line, and Mikael Granlund starts back for the Wild. Granlund knocked off the puck by Sekera. Penalty coming on that play, as Sekera is going to go for interference, and the Wild will get another power play chance with the game tied at 2. Our Window Concepts game reset. Justin Fontaine with his 6th goal of the year tied it at 2. Ryan Suter, not surprisingly, seeing an awful lot of ice time again tonight. Minnesota about to go on the power play.
Well, a step up here, and maybe just a little bit too late, as Granlund had already dumped the puck in, and the interference call goes to Sekera, and the Wild with a great opportunity to take the lead back. Something they gave up earlier this period.
4th power play chance of the night for Minnesota. 0 for 3 to this point. Last power play, they really struggled to even get the puck into the offensive zone. And Carolina's able to clear. Harding will leave it behind for Ryan Suter. Pressured by Malhotra. Koivu brings it around. Peters able to get a piece of it. Parisi and Coyle still there in the corner for Minnesota. Parisi bangs it out to the point. Suter to Koivu. Slides it across to Pominville. In the middle, Parisi. Back to Koivu. Now Pominville. Koivu in the corner for Minnesota. Pominville, a one-timer and a save by Peters. Canes able to clear. Harding with a long pass. Sends Parisi in, and they'll call him offside and bring a faceoff back in the Minnesota zone. It was not Parisi. They called the player going off on a change offside. Either way, it's a defensive zone faceoff for the Wild.
Well, watch this. Here's Charlie Coyle in the middle of the ice. They get too deep on him right here, and that opens up that backdoor lane. That's good vision by the Wild to recognize that maybe they're covering one guy a little bit too much. And when that defensive box kind of closes down on 1 or 2 players around the front, you got to use the outside and the back door. And that time, a good hard shot by Pominville created a scoring chance.
Jonas Brodin for Minnesota. To Fontaine and then Heatley, who dumps it in. And the carom off the glass allows the puck to ricochet past Granlund. Harding has to play it. Dumba stumbles behind the net for Minnesota and now starts out. Just over a half a minute left in the power play. Danny Heatley into the zone. Carries down low. Granlund a tip. Peters got a piece of it. Granlund to the point for Brodin. Brodin able to hold the zone for Minnesota, but he's tied up along the wall. Heatley to Granlund. Brodin looking for Dumba. Instead goes back. Granlund. Down low, Heatley. Pass was in his skates. Heatley regains the puck to Brodin. Dumba. Back to Brodin. Keegley, Fontaine on the backhand, rolled it just wide. Rebound picked up by Fontaine. The power play over for Minnesota. And the Hurricanes with another effective penalty kill. Secker is in. Forced to the outside by Brodin. Leaves it along the wall for Stahl. Eric Stahl tried to center. Intercepted, and then Sekera holds, but the Hurricanes will make a change. Even strength here late in the second period. Minnesota and Carolina tied at 2. Niederreiter brings it in for the Wild. Cut off by Murphy, lost the puck. And the Hurricanes clear to center. Tulosti across the Stahl. His shot was deflected, disrupted, never reached the net. Suter got it to the line. Hainsey holds. Tulosti in the corner, lost it to Spurgeon. And Niederreiter has it for Minnesota. To Ryan Suter and then to Matt Cook up the right wing. Cook plays it into the Carolina zone. Murphy back to pick it up. Turn it over, put it right on the stick of Brodziak. Brodziak fights off of a check. Feeds the far point. Spurgeon waits, then has his shot blocked. And Seven has a chance to clear. Hurricanes do get it out to center. Tulosti lost it to Spurgeon, but it deflects out of play. Kevin Gord, the Wild again shuffling their defensive core here tonight in Carolina.
On it was Nate Prosser who was put on his offside, but now Rick Wilson, who works with those defensemen on the back end, shuffling the deck. You see Jared Spurgeon out there right now with Ryan Suter. He's put Scandella out there with young Matthew Dumba, and so a complete change of the complexion on the D partners. And the neat thing about what Rick Wilson has to work with is he's got a lot of skill back there. So for a guy like Ryan Suter, who's going to play that 28 to 32 minutes, it doesn't really bother him. And for Nate Prosser, who in the first period played his offside, that's always a challenge at this level, back to his comfortable side on the right, guys.
One thing that Mike Yeo did say this morning is he's got options to play guys more minutes than they typically do. And one of those guys is out there right now. It's Marco Scandella. He said he's played well, and I'm going to play him more because he's earned that ice time. Plus, I know he can handle it. So Scandella having another solid game, and he's going to be out there likely a little bit more than we've seen in the past.
We talked a lot about the minutes played by Suter the other night in Washington. 36 minutes, 51 seconds. Most he had ever played in a regular season game. But he wasn't the only one who logged a lot of ice time. When Clayton Stoner went down, Stoner played only 2 minutes in the game. Jonas Brodin, over 29 for Minnesota. Scandella, a season high, 21 and a half. Spurgeon over 22 as well.
Well, for Suter, it was the 7th time he'd crossed that 30-minute threshold this season.
Brodin up the wall to Coyle. I was kidding with Ryan this morning after skate. I said, well, it's about time he got back over 30 minutes. It had been a few games since he had. He said, yeah, I felt like I needed to start earning my paycheck.
The funny thing is 2 games ago when Jared Spurgeon got hurt in the second period, I thought he might go over that 30-minute threshold again, but Mike Yeo spread the wealth around like that, and as you mentioned, he didn't get over that 30-minute mark.
Suter back behind his goal. Harding leaves it there. Suter to Parise up the wing. Parise forced to the outside, gets a shot away. Coyle on the rebound, and a save by Peters.
Parise never afraid to shoot the puck. Takes what seems like a bad angle, but keep in mind, the worse the angle, the sharper the deflection is going to come off the goaltender. And I thought Charlie Coyle did a very good job of reading that, because it's going to come off likely at a very similar angle that it comes to the net at. And because he was below the circles, Charlie Coyle was coming in at that same angle, except on the other side, and got himself a good opportunity as well.
Face-off in the Carolina zone with exactly a minute left here in the second period. Wild had a 1-0 lead. Carolina had a 2-1 lead. And now we're even. Stahl's long shot tipped aside by Harding, and it deflects out of play, so it'll be a face-off in the Minnesota zone. Pominville with his 200th career goal earlier tonight for Minnesota, 7th in the last 7 games. Gave the Wild the 1-0 lead. And it was Fontaine who scored the tying goal earlier here in the second period.
You remember, Pominville was moved to the second line to give them some depth. He certainly has done that, and he's given Granlund someone to really pair with.
Granlund wins the battle behind the net. Trying to spin free. Kalusti has him tied up. Konopka plays it right back to him. Pominville had it deflect off of his stick. Kalusti has it there for Carolina. And Justin Falk lugs it back to center for the Canes. Plays it into the Minnesota zone. Spurgeon takes a couple of shoves from behind by Eric Stahl. Belmore back in his own zone. We'll just wait for the horn. And the second period ends with the game even 2-2.
Well, not a beauty, but good job by the Wild fighting back to get back into this one. Gave up the lead, but they regained the tie, and took 20 minutes to get a road win here and take another one off the Eastern Conference.
Second intermission ahead. Kevin Gorg will chat with the rookie Justin Fontaine next. His goal has Minnesota even 2-2 after 2. Minnesota 2, Carolina 2. Third period faceoff coming here in Raleigh. Our Bud Light What's on Tap. The Wild are back home Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Toronto, Florida, and Winnipeg.
Keep in mind, you don't have that many opportunities to see teams like Toronto, who will come through once a year. They come through on Wednesday, and Phil Kessel will be in town.
And note the early start time. It'll be a 6 o'clock edition of Wild Live. 6:30 puck drop between the Wild and the Maple Leafs on Wednesday night.
Maple Leafs with a pretty good start to their season. They'll be give the Wild everything they can handle. The Wild, of course, dropping the lone meeting in Toronto earlier this year.
This is the second and final meeting between these teams, and we're going to get a penalty immediately off of the faceoff that's going to put Minnesota a man down in the opening seconds of the third period.
High stick is the call. It's going to go to Fontaine, who probably was holding up a little bit on that draw. Just got the stick up inadvertently there right off the faceoff. I think he was trying to lift the stick of Kalusti right off that faceoff.
So Carolina goes on their second power play of the night. Hurricanes did not score on the first. Brodin slams Stahl up against the end boards. Comes to the point where Terry holds the zone. Suter got a skate on it, and then the Wild were able to clear. Sekera drives it in. Wild able to carry back out. Brodziak calmly into the Carolina zone. Flips it in behind the net. Cook there. He takes a hit. And Dwyer starts back. Lost it to Cook. Cook throws a heavy hit at Gerby. And Chris Terry starts back for Carolina. Terry for Gerby at center ice. Bounces it in on goal. Harding shoves it aside, and Scandella fired it out of play. Faceoff coming in the Minnesota zone. Still just over a minute left in the Carolina power play.
Well, take a look at that penalty, and it's right off the faceoff. You see the right side of your screen, and Fontaine will try and lift the stick. Instead, he comes all the way up and clips Kalusti, and so that's why he goes to the box. Wild have been doing a very good job of killing penalties lately, not only in the quantity, but also the timeliness. Against Washington, they killed a couple of very big penalties. They didn't take a lot of penalties, but they killed a couple of very big ones at key times of the game.
Jordan Stahl works his way into the Minnesota zone. Drops to Sekera. His shot right on. Kicked out by Harding. Sekera again, and this one's gloved and held by the Minnesota goaltender. Face-off coming in the Wild zone.
Breezy going out to the point. They got out there just a little bit late, and so he was in a tough spot to try and block that one. You remember last game, he blocked one at the end of the game and was unavailable for the shootout, something he normally would be available for.
Around to the point, Terry holds the zone. Watch by Cook. Down low, Talusti takes the return pass. Simmons settling up out front. Stalls there, and a shot by Talusti deflects out of play. It'll be another face-off in the Minnesota zone. 21 seconds left in the Hurricane power play.
Last opportunity. Wild again, not giving up a lot here. Harding doing a good job using his stick. He could be a heck of a help on the penalty kill, too, if teams try and dump it in. He's usually out there trying to rim it around or at least stop it for his D-men.
Falk shot looked like it got through to Harding. Falk again trying to hold the zone. Brodziak able to jam the puck out to center. Konopka flipped it back to Brodziak, and then his pass intercepted by Falk. Fontaine is back. The Wild are at full strength. Another solid penalty kill for Minnesota. They're 2 for 2 in that department tonight. Talusti tied up by Brodziak. Suter emerges with the puck for Minnesota. Pokes it ahead for Cook. Cook into the Carolina zone. Forced outside by Murphy. Niederreiter stumbled back on his feet behind the net. Battles with Falk for the puck. Eric Stahl able to clear it out to neutral ice. Terry trying to fight his way into the Minnesota zone, and Scandella goes back to pick it up for the Wild. Pominville took a heavy hit after delivering a pass. Granlund in, but it's going to be icing against Minnesota as Hainsey reaches the dots first. Face-off back in the Wild zone, almost 3 minutes into the third.
You see Scandella asking Pominville if he's okay, and when one of your top scorers gets smoked to get along the boards, you want to make sure that he gets up. He got run there by Ruutu, who's very physical, agitating type forward.
Terry tried to play it back to Ruutu. It's intercepted by Granlund. Tipped in the neutral zone, so icing waved off. Minnesota gets the change. And Hainsey starts back for Carolina. Cross to Belmore. Belmore from center into the Minnesota zone. Off the glass in the corner. Prosser to Koivu. And the Wild are quickly out of the zone. Charlie Coyle at center ice. Able to dump it past Sekera. And now Sekera regains the puck and plays it in from center. Koivu got it to the point. Intercepted there by Dwyer. Dwyer tried to cut to the slot. His stick was tied up from behind. He didn't get much on it. Koivu to Charlie Coyle. Coyle battles through a check to roll the puck into the Carolina zone. But Justin Falk is back to pick it up. Carolina looking for their third consecutive win here tonight. That came on the heels of a 5-game losing streak that started with their 3-1 loss against the Wild at the XL Energy Center. Murphy plays it into the Minnesota zone. Stahl tied up by Dumba. Bowman throws a heavy check. It gives him the chance, and it deflects out of play. We'll get a face-off in the Minnesota zone. At FoxSportsNorth.com, you can view a photo gallery from tonight's game. Complete coverage and a photo gallery from today's Gophers-Penn State football game at TCF Bank Stadium. And read this week's top 10 tweets from Minnesota area athletes. It's all at FoxSportsNorth.com. Big win for the Minnesota Gophers today, beating Penn State at TCF Bank Stadium. Minnesota now 8-2 on the season, and they've won 4 consecutive games. Konopka pokes it ahead at center, back into the Minnesota zone. Brodin's there to pick it up. Konopka to Danny Heatley, who banks it off the boards. Looking for Torrey Mitchell, but it was too far for him. Murphy plays it back, and it caroms out to neutral. Dumba's there for the Wild. Semin into the Minnesota zone, lost the puck. And the Wild forced to ice it. We're going to face off back in the Minnesota zone just over 5 minutes into the third. In a 2-2 tie, Wild trying to split the road trip. They were beaten in a shootout in Washington on Thursday night. In a game that saw Minnesota let a lead get away in the closing minutes. Here tonight, they look for the tiebreaker. Hainsey with a long shot. It was blocked out front of the net. Heatley after it along the far boards. His clearing attempt disrupted by Tolusti. Dumba's able to dump it out through neutral ice. Heatley taps it in, and the Wild make their line change. Dumba back in his own zone. Eric Stahl after him there. Fontaine picks it up on the far side for Minnesota. Cook relayed to center. He was trying to get it to Brodziak. Harding gloves it, drops it, and leaves it behind his net for Matt Dumba. The Wild rookie defenseman plays it ahead to Fontaine at center. Brodziak drives it in, but it caroms all the way back to the Minnesota line. Suter for Matt Cook, who tosses it high in the air. Sekera back to pick it up for the Canes. Cook trying to hold the zone for Minnesota, but he can't do it. Terry back into the Minnesota zone. Terry's shot blocked by Brodin. Suter comes away with the puck behind his goal. Plays it off the glass and ahead at center. It's a 3-on-2 with Fontaine. Brodziak tried to go back to Fontaine. He was tied up as he broke for the net. Spurgeon unable to hold the zone for Minnesota. They say he did hold the zone. Brodziak fires, and a save made by Peters. Terry got it out to neutral ice. Spurgeon across to Scandella, and now Brodziak. Spurgeon back with it for Minnesota. His pass hit escaped, and this time Granlund brings it in with Niederreiter already in Hurricane territory. 2-2. Toyota get caught up. It was 1-1 in the second period when Yuri Tolusti put the Canes ahead with his third goal of the year, and then Minnesota drew even on a brilliant tip by rookie Justin Fontaine.
That line's been very good in this game, and they've had some good opportunities. Had the most recent one as well, and Fontaine getting some good ice time, as is Ryan Suter, is up to 23 minutes now in the game.
Niederreiter behind the net for Minnesota. Banks it to the point for Suter. Suter throws to the far corner. Niederreiter's there. He wheels and fires, but it deflects wide. Brodin holds the zone. Niederreiter to Pominville. Tried to spin away from a check. Back to Niederreiter. Now Pominville to the point for Brodin. Pominville lets it go by. Niederreiter off the mark for Granlund. Brodin holds for Minnesota. Karam off the end wall. Pominville on his backhand was tied up by Semin. Eric Stahl taps ahead to Tolusti to the Minnesota line where Suter intercepts. Brodin's pass tipped in by Coyle. And now Brodin plays it across to Suter. Jordan Stahl chasing after it for the Hurricanes. Brodin back in his own zone. Spins away from Gerby. Got it to the line. Dwyer couldn't hold. Coyle forces it out to center. And now Koivu has it for the Wild. Jonas Brodin. Coyle knocked down from behind as this puck went by him. Canes start back with Hainsey. Parisi spun around along the wall. Coyle tries to sweep it out front. And the Canes are 4-on-2 at center with Jordan Stahl. Dwyer tied up by Scandella. The puck rolls wide of the goal. Coyle for Minnesota. Lost the puck to Sekera. Now Coyle has it back. Back in his own zone. Spurgeon across to Scandella. Heatley deflected at center, so there's no icing. Sekera hands it off to Falk. Canes come to center. It's tipped in by Dvorak. Prosser after it for Minnesota. Mitchell lost the puck. A centering pass. Dvorak. Sekera. Sekera backpedals to the point. Falk winds and fires that goes just wide. Sekera holds on the far side. Prosser intercepts for Minnesota. Konopka tips it ahead. And Heatley carries out for the Wild. His pass behind Mitchell, and it'll be icing against Minnesota. Face-off back in the Wild zone.
Scandella on that last shift did a good job of turning and getting back into the play. This little feed right to the middle here. He just tips it wide. He's had a very busy game. Wild trying to get a change on that last shift. Instead, they took an icing call, and everyone right back out over the bench.
Torrey Mitchell sends it across. The Wild now get their change as Jay Harrison's back to pick it up for the Canes. Ahead to Terry. Terry plays it into the Wild zone. Sneaks by Murphy at the point. And the Carolina defenseman then turns it over. Niederreiter brings it in to Pominville. Pominville's bumped off the puck by Riley Nash. And we get a whistle. We'll get a face-off back in the Carolina zone, just a second away from the halfway point of the third period.
Well, Mike Doe doesn't mind being tied in games like this, but he doesn't want what he calls a 50-50 game, which means that you're in a kind of a dogfight where something like a bad bounce, which we've seen a couple in this hockey game, can make the difference. It's where you can start putting some pressure on and maybe make that bounce go your way.
Granlund will draw against Malhotra. Granlund banks it off the end boards, was trying to get it to Pominville. Carolina's able to clear. Suter back to pick it up for Minnesota. Bouncing puck comes out to center ice, and we get a whistle. It's played with a hand. Face-off back in the Wild zone in a 2-2 tie. Wild 2 and the Hurricanes 2. Ryan Suter over 26 minutes already tonight. Still nearly 10 minutes to play. He played 36 minutes and 51 seconds on Thursday. His career high and the second most in the National Hockey League in a single game over the last 8 years.
Yeah, at least he won't eclipse it here this evening. He has 26 minutes and about 9:40 left in this hockey game. Unless, of course, this thing does go to an extra frame, then I guess I'd have to consider that as well.
Suter gets it ahead to Brodziak for a shot, and a save by Peters.
Again, Suter extends the ice and gets someone a great opportunity.
Hook to Brodziak. Brodziak fires, saved by Peters, and the rebound loose, controlled by Carolina. Tulosti plays it ahead for Semin. Semin into the Minnesota zone. A backhand pass, and it's whistled just wide. Beautiful centering pass by Semin. Gave Eric Stahl an opportunity. Stahl's been snake-bitten. Scoreless in his last 8 games. And he sent that one wide of the goal. This one deflects out of play and a face-off in the Minnesota zone.
Teams trade chances here as they make some fancy little plays. That one looking for Tulosti at the side of the net. And Semin making maybe the kind of pass that coaches don't want to see in a tied third period. A behind-the-back pass from just inside the offensive blue line, but it almost worked.
Face off in the Minnesota zone. Stahl got a stick on it in the corner. Shoved off the puck by Spurgeon. Koivu's pass too far for Fontaine, and the loose puck out front. Stahl is stopped by Harding. Jordan Stahl with it. Turns away from Koivu. His pass across for Hainsey was off the mark. Fontaine had him well covered. And Spurgeon has it for Minnesota. Parise to Koivu. Koivu works around to check. And his pass is just behind Fontaine, and they say that Koivu had not yet reached the red line. Faceoff coming back in the Minnesota zone.
Well, the Hurricanes, 2 wins in a row coming into this one. They were both low scoring, 2-1 and 1-0. And this just kind of an errant rebound. One of very few that you see Harding give up. Those are kind of tough. The ones that are come in at about a medium speed are tough to really lock down. It's tough to really direct them anywhere. And that pops straight out.
Parisi races to the far boards. He and Falk joust for the puck there. Each very complimentary of the other. Of course, they spent a great deal of their summer working out together to prepare for this coming season. You see them a couple of times tonight going at it along the wall. Famed car customizer Ryan Friedlinghaus and his crew at West Coast Customs continue to take common vehicles from ordinary to extraordinary in West Coast Customs. Each episode brings viewers inside one of the most dynamic car shops in the world. Don't miss a new episode this Sunday. Spurgeon hit by Ruutu in the corner. Sekera trying to hold the zone. Fontaine can't force the puck out. Scandella's clear, hits Sekera. Winds up in behind the Minnesota goal. Spurgeon to Parisi, who chips it out to neutral ice. And Minnesota gets a much-needed change. Puck back into the Wild zone. Scandella back to pick it up. Scandella's pass. Pominville banks it ahead for Granlund. Granlund trying to get it back to Pominville. Intercepted by Bowman, who brings it in. Malhotra spins and dumps to the corner. Granlund takes his man down in the corner. And Minnesota has the puck. Ryan Suter races through neutral ice. Plays it in. It's on goal, and Peters will hang on. A faceoff coming in the Carolina zone with just over 7 minutes left.
Suter continues to be out there, and the Wild rotating these top lines, trying to get some kind of level of consistency and puck control. But they have not really dominated the offensive zone like they've done so many times this season.
Niederreiter got it to the point. Suter's long shot goes just wide. In behind the net, Granlund. Nifty move trying to get free. Pominville back to Granlund. 4 players battle for the puck in the corner. Carolina finally emerges with the puck. Niederreiter back in his own zone. To Ryan Suter, who carries it out. Suter's pass deflects into the Carolina end. Murphy back to pick it up for the Hurricanes. Suter with it. Carolina wanted a too many men penalty. Minnesota still doesn't. Now they do have 5 men on the ice. Fontaine was late to jump over the boards. Semin. Fontaine wins the puck battle there and gains control of the Carolina zone. Dumps it in. Stahl plays it across to Murphy. Murphy at the Minnesota line has it poke checked away by Spurgeon. Murphy regains control and plays it into the Minnesota zone. Murphy had the first goal tonight for Carolina. Jared Spurgeon to Mitchell. Mitchell works his way to the slot. His shot saved by Peters. Heatley goes down as he tried to center. Mitchell lost his stick. And Sekera's back on the attack for Carolina. Into the Minnesota zone, a shot saved by Harding. He makes another on the rebound. Sekera holds his own. Stahl high in the slot. And it tipped away by Heatley. Long shot then by Kirby is held by Harding. Good chances for the Hurricanes. Josh Harding standing tall for Minnesota in a 2-2 tie.
Welcome back. I'm Jamie Hirsch in our Fox Sports North studios, inviting you to stay with us after the game for Wild Live presented by CenturyLink. Tom Chorske and I will take a closer look at the milestone goal for Jason Pominville. And it wasn't just the seasoned veteran scoring tonight for Minnesota. We'll take a look at rookie Justin Fontaine's production, one of those young guns we talk about all the time. We'll also hear head coach Mike Yo's thoughts on tonight's game. But for the conclusion, let's head to Anthony and Mike.
Thank you, Jamie. Semin after it on the far side. In behind the goal, a wraparound try for Stahl. Harding's hugging the post. Brodin trying to help out on the play. And we'll get another face-off in the Minnesota zone.
Carolina playing a fairly simplified style here, just trying to throw pucks to the net and hope for a deflection or a rebound, and they've had that happen a couple times in this game, so why not stick with it?
Jordan Stahl will draw against the Minnesota captain, Mikko Koivu. Brodin goes down in the corner. Derby comes away with the puck. His centering pass broken up by Koivu. Koivu had Dwyer tied up in the slot. Suter in the corner for Minnesota. Got it to Parise. Parise across to Brodin. Brodin at center. Coyle tips to Parise. Tries to jump around the check. Battles with Sekera. Koivu on the back end. Tried the wraparound. Scandella across to Spurgeon. Spurgeon to Parise. Coyle right there, but the puck was quickly covered by Peters. And a faceoff coming in the Carolina zone.
It was one of the few times this period that we've been able to see the Wild actually carry the puck into the zone, and it was because Carolina just didn't have everybody back yet, but then a good wraparound by Koivu on the other side of the net. We've seen him do that in so many circumstances and be successful with it. He's doing it a lot more lately, which means he's being more aggressive around that blue paint.
Draw comes to the boards, and it's picked up by Bowman. His pass ahead, too far for Dvorak. Harding sweeps it around to the far side. Dvorak and Niederreiter battling there. Niederreiter had it caught in his jersey for a moment. The fight continues. Zone held, but the shot goes over the top of the goal. Scandella got it to the point. Hainsey holds. Scandella will get another try, and this time he gets it out to center for Pominville. Niederreiter ahead for Granlund. Back to Pominville. That was tipped by Bowman. Winds up in the corner. Granlund with it. Saucers it around for Pominville. Back to Granlund. Granlund sets up behind the net. Granlund feeds the high slot. Prosser to Pominville for a shot that goes off target. Prosser holds. His shot blocked out front. Carolina clears. This will be icing and a face-off back in the Hurricane zone.
Well, here's the neutral zone that the Wild have been facing here. And watch when they carry the puck up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sweaters, and you're seeing a lot of that. It makes it difficult. I thought Mitchell did a pretty good job on that particular shift just to get the puck carried into the zone. But in so many circumstances, the Wild are being forced to chip and chase, and they're reading it, and it's making it difficult for the Wild to really get any kind of offensive zone pressure.
Suter holds the zone for Minnesota. Parise behind the net. Parise into the corner. Leaves it behind for Coyle. Now Koivu with it. Koivu tries to center. Out to Suter at the point. Puck seemed to handcuff Koivu a bit. He knocks it out of the air. Parise comes away with it. We're going to get a whistle, and the puck's played with a high stick.
Well, Parise knew it was going to get whistled down the minute he touched it. He tried to shoot one at the net. I don't think it would have mattered, but I don't know what they're discussing now, whether it was... It's definitely going to come outside the zone, and that's the second time Koivu's had a wraparound in the last couple of shifts, so they're starting to get some pressure around that net, which is what they certainly want at this point.
Sekera for Carolina. Tipped into the Minnesota zone by Taluski. Stahl and Brodziak battling in the corner. Brodziak goes down and manages to get the puck ahead. Cook lost it on the way out of the zone. But now Fontaine recovers at center for Minnesota. Flips it in. Brodziak is there. Falk's the first man on it. 2.5 minutes left in the third period. Wild looking for their first ever win in Raleigh. They need the next goal to do it. Sekera to the Minnesota line. Long shot off the post. Suter picks it up on the far side for Minnesota. Flips it up in the air and down into the Carolina zone. Terry just inside the Minnesota line. Around behind the net looking for Ruutu. Heatley lost it. Terry in the circle, a shot. That deflects wide. Spurgeon pokes it ahead for Mitchell. Mitchell takes a hit from behind by Ruutu. Granlund to Mitchell. Back to Spurgeon, and Minnesota carries out with Jonas Brodin. Brodin fires it in from just across the red line. 95 seconds left. And icing will be waved off here. That'll force Scandella to go all the way back and play it for Minnesota. Brodin try to poke it up the wall. He's spun around by Stahl in the corner. Dwyer also there for Carolina. Koivu has it for Minnesota. Flips it up in the air at center ice. Pominville and Parise on the forecheck for Minnesota. But it's Stahl back the other way. Koivu hustling back to break it up for Minnesota. Gerby for Dwyer behind the net. Final minute here in Carolina. Pominville to Parise. Back to Pominville. Koivu brings it in for the Wild. Drops to Scandella. A shot saved by Peters. He just did clear the rebound. Parise was nearby. And the Canes able to get it out to neutral ice. Suter taps it ahead for Pominville, who relays it in. Wild just went overtime Thursday night in Washington. Lost that game in a shootout. They're a half a minute away from an extra session again here tonight. Brodin back to pick it up for Minnesota. To Suter. And his pass too far for Brodziak, but comes out to center. Brodziak's back into the Carolina zone. Tried to slide it across to Cook. That fails to click. Fontaine picks it up for Minnesota. Cook taps it in. Final 5 seconds. Suter at center for Minnesota, and the horn sounds. We will head to overtime here in Raleigh.
Well, the Wild had to fight very hard to get through that neutral zone in that third period. They had a couple chances, but neither team was able to put anything up on the board.
Wild will look for their first overtime win of the season next. 2-2 as we head to overtime between the Wild and the Hurricanes.
Josh Harding has been very good once again. A lot of shots coming through with traffic in front. Trying to control rebounds, point-blank shots. Hasn't been peppered, but once again, he's come up with the saves when the Wild have needed him to. Held his team in there very nicely. A couple of good poke checks as well, as the Hurricanes just trying to create more and more traffic around him. Playing in his 5th straight game here after being out with a couple games due to injury.
And for the second time this season, the Wild play consecutive overtime games. They did in their first 2 games of the year. They are 0-4 when games go to the extra session. 3 of those landed in a shootout. The only overtime loss came against Anaheim. Carolina, by comparison, 1-3. Their one win, their most recent overtime game, came earlier on this homestand. Manny Malhotra scored to beat Philadelphia. And away we go, 4-on-4 for 5 minutes. Eric Stahl with it for Carolina. Granlund and Pominville start up front for Minnesota with Suter and Brodin on defense. Murphy into the Minnesota zone. Plays it across. Pass for Semin was tipped by Pominville. And then Pominville lifts the stick of Stahl. Semin intercepts out front for Tolusti, and his shot goes just wide. Semin circling. An aggressive start for Carolina. They go with 3 forwards. Tolusti, Stahl, and Semin. Just one defenseman. That's Murphy. He's back right now as Granlund hustles after a loose puck for Minnesota. Granlund into the boards. Plays to Suter. Centers. Parise. And Peters got a glove on it. Parise to Spurgeon on the backhand. Saved by Peters. And the rebound rings around to the near side. Jordan Stahl pokes it ahead. A chance for Semin, and he fires it over the top of the goal.
What a play by Spurgeon to get back. I think he got a piece of that. What speed he showed in that back check. My goodness. Look at this play here. Is perfectly placed, and I don't know whether he shot it over the net or whether Peters got a piece of it, but look at Spurgeon get back and just deflect this out of harm's way. Not only does he cut off the 2-on-0 and the backdoor feed, but he also deflects what was left, which was a shot. Great hustle there for a guy who had a chance at one end and breaks up plays at the other.
Parisi tips to Koivu, back to Prosser. Prosser works his way into the Carolina zone. Prosser centers. Koivu was tied up. And the Canes are 2-on-2, maybe a 3-on-2 with Sekera hustling to join the rush. Sekera caught it in his skates, drops it back for Stahl, and it deflects out of play.
A lot of drop passes here as the Wild getting sticks on pucks, taking away that middle. There's one stick, and then there's another defensively. The Wild aren't giving up very much in this overtime frame.
Face-off in the Minnesota zone. Brodziak draws against Malhotra. Coyle tried to poke it out of the zone. Malhotra intercepts. Brodziak back to cover up in the Minnesota zone. Brodin circles the net, hands it off to Suter, back to Brodin. Coyle and Brodziak up front for Minnesota with their top defensive pairing on the back end. Brodin drops. Coyle tied up, couldn't get a shot away. Coyle continues to battle in the corner. Coyle then tripped. He's down, takes a stick up in the nose area. Dvorak around to the near side for Hainsey. Nearing the halfway point of the overtime. Spurgeon pokes it ahead, just a stride too far for Granlund. It comes all the way back to the Carolina line. Sekera with it for Gerby. Gerby into the Minnesota zone. Plays it down low. Sekera centers, and Granlund had Riley Nash tied up. He couldn't get a shot away. Spurgeon watched by Nash. Nash trying to center. Gerby was alone out front, but Scandella has it for Minnesota. Granlund across to Spurgeon. Spurgeon brings it in, drops it back, just out of the reach of Pominville, and it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Gerby to Stahl, and it's broken up by Suter. What a great stick by Suter on the play. Here's another chance. Pominville goes down. Harding makes the save. Penalty coming against Minnesota. Murphy works his way to the middle. Back to the point for Stahl. Stahl watched by Pominville. Now Murphy with it. Murphy watched by Granlund. Into the circle, 7 a shot. And a pad save by Harding. 90 seconds left. Murphy with it. To 7 for a one-timer. He comes up empty. Delayed penalty still coming against Minnesota. Murphy has to retreat at center. Wild probably better off not to touch this puck rather than give the Canes a 4-on-3 power play. Pominville finally gains the puck, and we get a whistle. 1:07 left, and now Carolina goes on a 4-on-3 power play.
Well, good breakup here as the Wild get it turned over in a bad spot, and Suter gets that stick and knocks it down. That's one of 4 significant stick plays in this overtime period. The hooking is the call on the play, and Suter knocks one down. A couple of good sticks, the one before that, and then of course we showed you Jared Spurgeon's back check where he was able to break something up with a good stick. So the Wild are showing some good signs in that capacity in overtime, but now have a huge kill here for 1:07.
Both coaches hold strategy sessions on their bench. Minnesota will go with Koivu up front. They'll start with a couple of centermen on the ice in an attempt to win this faceoff and get it clear. So Brodziak and Koivu both on the ice for Minnesota. Ryan Suter, the lone defenseman, in this 3-on-4 situation for the Wild. Malhotra's the top faceoff man for Carolina. He's number 2 in the NHL, trailing only Minnesota's Zenon Konopka coming into play tonight. Malhotra wins the draw. Carolina on the power play. Just over a minute left. Malhotra heads to the bench. And an off-target pass results in the clear. Koivu heads to the bench for Minnesota. Brodziak and Cook now up front for the Wild. Murphy to Stahl at the Wild blue line. Cook forced into the outside. Brodziak picks it up, clears but not out. Murphy holds. Murphy works his way to the middle of the ice. Stahl into the circle, a shot. Irby was setting up out front. Harding was able to get a piece of it.
Suter took a stick in the face and no call as he fires it into the bench. I think he was looking for something. He's talking right now to the referee.
And Suter pointing at his face saying, I took a stick in the nose.
Mike Yeo, I think Mike Yeo wants a linesman or someone else to maybe chime in on this one. You watch Suter behind the net when this is shot. Oh, and he just, you know what? I think they're going to claim that it was a follow through on a shot, which you can't get a penalty on.
Murphy. Watched by Koivu. Malhotra behind the net. Brings it around to the point, and it's out of the zone. 15 seconds left. Murphy, watched by Koivu. Koivu applying pressure, tips the puck ahead. Koivu just inside the Carolina line. Down to 5 seconds. Suter winds and fires. It's tipped, and we will head to a shootout here in Raleigh. The third consecutive meeting between these teams here in Carolina that will head to a shootout.
Well, defense came up heavy here for the Minnesota Wild, and this is a great stick play by Spurgeon, getting all the way down the ice. Of course, Scandella, and then Prosser deflecting one as well in this play. And then maybe one of the biggest ones was Suter knocking that one down on a 2-on-1.
A shootout will determine the bonus point in the standings here tonight. Wild and the Canes, 2-2 after overtime. We head to a shootout here at PNC Arena in Raleigh. Josh Harding stopped 27 of 29 shots that he saw from the Hurricanes, including a couple late in a 4-on-3 power play in overtime.
Zach Parise with a great chance as well in that extra frame. So see if Zach Parise is available here and will be used likely in the shootout. We mentioned that he took a hard shot in overtime last game and just wasn't available as he was still writhing in pain on the bench. But he is back and ready to go if the Wild elect to use him, which I am guessing that they will. Pominville, always an option, especially with the way he puts the puck in the net on the breakaway.
Minnesota was beaten in a shootout in Washington on Thursday. In that one, it was Koivu, Pominville, and Coyle that shot for Minnesota. The first attempt of the year for Pominville, the first career attempt for Charlie Coyle.
Yeah, and a couple of very good saves by Holtby. One on Pominville, one on Coyle, and then the crossbar by Koivu. Parise, Koivu, Pominville, so some of the usual suspects for the Wild who are going in the shootout. Nash will go. Terry will go as well for Carolina. And Alexander Semmens will go. So some interesting choices there by Kirk Muller.
Parise, first for Minnesota, scores! And the Wild have their first shootout goal of the season. It comes for Zach Parise, and now Carolina will look for theirs. They have not scored a goal in 6 tries in the shootout so far this year.
Well, what a move. He really gets Peters to bite all the way over to the other side, and he basically had the yawning net to shoot at and put it home.
Riley Nash makes his first attempt of the year. Off the post and no goal.
Solidly off the post as well, as he elects to shoot the puck after making a quick little move. And Josh Harding, as most goaltenders will tell you, I made him miss the net on that one.
Now Mikko Koivu, who went to his normal shootout move the other night in Washington, forehand to backhand, had the goaltender beaten but hit the crossbar.
Bread and butter, that's what it is for him.
Here it is again, and he scores! Same move off the crossbar, but this time in for Mikko Koivu.
Well, they say it's a game of inches, and that was hitting underneath the bar rather than above it. And Mikko Koivu puts one in here on a beautiful move. And, of course, he knows that Peters probably hasn't gone to school on him. He doesn't know what Koivu will do unless one of his teammates were to tell him.
Harding will try to stop Terry for the win. Terry scores and keeps Carolina alive.
What a nice backhand move to go shelf on that one. And keep in mind, that's for Josh Harding, that's his blocker side. So that's a tough to get that blocker up high enough to make that save.
Jason Pominville can win it for Minnesota. Scores, and Minnesota had missed their first 7 shootout attempts this season. Tonight they go 3 for 3 and win it in the shootout here in Carolina.
A very happy Minnesota Wild squad here as they take one on the road. Beautiful feed right the 5-hole there, and Peters did not have any answers to the Minnesota Wild's 3 shooters. All 3 of them score. And that's a second breakaway goal of the game for Pominville. Had his 200th earlier in the game, and then this one, the winner in the shootout.
Our Tempstar star of the game. You said Suter had no shot to get to his 36-51. He came very close. This is unbelievable. 72 minutes of hockey in the last 2 games for Ryan Suter.
Well, you had to consider how many minutes he had to play in that last 9 minutes of the game to even get close to that, and then to play most of the overtime. So, yeah, he almost got there. That's pretty amazing.
And, Jamie, most importantly, it's 2 points for Minnesota, their first ever win in Raleigh.